after COVID, everything changed. The whole industry changed in like a strange way where like it America's scene's been pretty popping for a while, but it was just never looked at. It was like
Yeah,
people in Europe just thought America was like where you go and make your money, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
It was like a
yeah,
cash grab. But like there was always like for the last like maybe 5 to 8 years, there's been some sort of scene in every little city at some point. Don't get me
yeah, yeah,
wrong, is it the same scene as like it's completely different scene to what it is in the UK and what it is to in America to in Europe. Like you're not gonna get every Friday, Saturday night slammed in every single club in the city because all listening to house music. You're just not, if you know what I mean.
yeah, for sure.
Unless you're in New York, LA, like unless you're in one of like Chicago, the major cities. But like even here in Detroit, like you can't put headliners on every week because it's just the population's just not. They just won't take it if you know what I mean in those smaller markets. Um, but like I played Granada just before Christmas in Spain, and you're playing in front of like 2,500 people that didn't have a fucking clue who I was. Like,
Yeah,
but they go. I think it was like 2,000 cap actually, but like they go to this club every weekend and listen to house and techno.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that culture's not really here. It's like
no.
more of like a headline culture.
Yeah, then I'd say that it's not really the case in the UK either. That
I
really, I think
agree.
it
Yeah.
very very headline orientated. I think there are some parties where you will go for the party, but I think that's more what they put on. For example, most people will buy tickets for like your Elros because
Yeah.
yes, you do know you're going to have your big headliners, but you're going for the party and what that gives you.
Yeah, I kind of
Uh,
miss that. I kind of miss that to a certain extent. I kind of miss the whole like um going out to a party just not I was never like a proper raver, but like I missed the like the it's almost like the what's the word I'm looking for? The community around like nights. I remember like growing up in
yeah,
Bristol or growing up around Bristol and like you would definitely go to like Timbuktu on a Saturday because you know that like it's gonna be a dope night and you know a bunch of people that's gonna go and everyone's gonna have fun and like no one cared about the DJ. I think it's just like DJ culture just has become like more of like a rock star, pop star kind of thing where people go and see people
yeah, sure.
instead of worrying about the music. Like I don't know when you started raving, but like I remember when there used to be like it was house and techno in one room or just techno in one room. Second room was like drum and bass. The third room was like hard style. And like
Yeah, yeah.
it would just be like you would never get that now.
No, 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 no. It's so. I think there's the odd kind of like towny vibe that you'll get like
Yeah.
your small rooms and moving between them. But yeah, it just won't happen. But I think there's also a lot of kind of music snobbery in a way as well
Mm.
that people will look at other genres and be like, oh, no, like I won't go to that. I won't be seen dead in
Yeah.
there kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Which I don't think that I mean, I'm not not making out to be from the era when people were more open to it. However, I can't imagine that was the case back in the 90s or so that
people just
people were being snobbish about different genres.
yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I think like in America, if we talk about America, I don't actually think people are that snobby about genres. I think
yeah,
it's a UK thing. I
yeah,
think
it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it's
Yeah,
like a UK like UK seems very clicky. Like it's weird, it's strange because it's like we have such a strong scene, but realistically, like if you're not in certain cliques, you're not part of it at all.
yeah,
Like for me, it was like I was never part of a clique, and I was never really part of the UK scene. And like I'm fine with it; it's cool. But like it takes years to like work that out. But also, I think what were you ever in and in like a little clique around the UK or anything like that?
No, not in terms of around the UK. I mean, what helped me kind of more gain the experience rather than become a actually established artist, which I'm not professing professed to be now, but kind of what I first started out was to throw my own parties
Yeah.
in Nottingham, and did that for about 5 years.
Yeah.
So from like being the 19, I was 19 when I started it,
Mm,
with one of my best mates, and then we
that's
were
cool.
we were throwing bi-monthly parties and then monthly parties,
Yeah.
and that was kind of our clique in Nottingham, and then
Totally.
from that we played down at Egg a lot, and
Mm,
then quite a lot of festivals in and
yeah.
around
Were you
like
booking who were you booking headliners, or was it just a night?
yeah, we booked headliners for every event apart from the odd kind of resident
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
Just kind of made everything a little bit smaller.
Save some money.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Save some money
Yeah.
and sometimes even try and claw a little bit back
Yeah,
from the ones we
exactly.
lost. But no, it was brilliant. I mean, I've got all the kind of, well, some of my favorite like
All the
places up there.
posters.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we had like what did we start off with? Like Pock and Fitch was first
Yeah.
one. Just after they had Sheeple, they were flying.
Yeah.
Lovely guys. And then we had Jackie, Josh Butler, Mark Knight. Yeah, we really flew into it, and then kind of went on to Reva Star, Max Chapman. Yeah, we've had some
That's
great
awesome.
people, and yeah, and the experience and contacts,
Yeah.
and also playing at different times before and after these DJs just really helped me build as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
DJ, and also you'll know yourself, there's no better inspiration for making music than playing at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
events and knowing how things go down, knowing the route you want to go. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I kind of came through.
Yeah.